The untold story of the recent abduction of 3 female students from Babington Macaulay Junior Seminary School leaves a depressing view of uncertainty on the security of lives in a society believed to have all the instruments and structures of governance. The responsibility of government in terms of providing security to its citizens now comes under serious scrutiny. In quick succession comes another sudden outbreak of violence in the Agility area, which is close to the Mile 12 market in Lagos. 2 days of violence had left several houses burnt, with a death toll of at least 10 people. This is one security breach too many in 1 week. It's question time. Welcome to the program. I'm Benga Ashiru. You may also join in this conversation by sending us a comment on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. The fact that the shock waves of security upset around Lagos does not spare anyone as a possible victim compels one to take a rather critical look at these tragic events and what it holds for the citizens of Nigeria, who are expected to at least be guaranteed of the protection of their rights. How proactive are Nigeria's security forces? Could there have been more rapid and havoc reduction intervention by the security personnel? Why did the Inspector General of Police, Solomon Arase, have to deploy a special intelligence team all the way from Abuja? And what is the assurance that such security breach would be forestalled? We met with the Assistant Inspector General of Police in charge of Zone 2, Bala Hassan. He says the police is on top of the security situation. He also shares some security tips which could be useful to the public. Join us in this exclusive interview with the AIG in charge of Zone 2, Bala Hassan. AIG Bala Hassan, thank you very much for joining us on this episode of Question Time.
Thank you, Mr. Ashiru.
Now, let's look at the security situation in Lagos State. This has come under severe challenge in recent weeks. So why is this happening now?
You will agree with me, in the past 6 months, 5 months, Lagos have been calm. And this type of challenges do occur when situations appear normal. That you can see things happening here and there. But you will agree with me that in the 2 occasions, the police rose to the challenges and the situations were brought under control. So you don't rule out the possibility of crime being committed. But the important thing is for the security forces to rally down and ensure safety of lives and property.
Does that imply in any way that the police let down their guards?
Well, if you notice witness the confessional statement of those perpetrators of those acts, they came around Lagos and found that Lagos was entirely very tight. So what the option open to them is to look for somewhere they underbelly, soft targets to come and commit these atrocities. And of course, they did it. And they warned themselves of the danger of committing it. But they went ahead and did it. And they were caught. And you see, people don't commit crime if there is certainty of arrest, certainty of prosecution, and certainty of punishment. So we've arrested them, we are going to punish them, taking them to court, and when they are jailed, then other people will say that it doesn't pay to commit crime, then crime will be reduced. But you agree with me that there is no society without crime. But it's the duty of the police to rise up to the occasion and ensure that there's normalcy at all times.
Let's examine the capacity of the Nigerian police to rise rapidly to emergency situation now. Using the Babington Macaulay situation as a case study under review now, it appears the rapid response wasn't just good enough, wasn't up to standard.
Well, if you agree with me, it took me more than 2 hours to reach that location from this headquarters. So the place is far. It's not even Okorodu, but the outskirts. And there are thousands of secondary schools in Lagos, primary schools, soft targets. You can see with the population of Lagos, the security situation in Lagos, you don't expect police to be everywhere. And that is what the criminal capitalize on. They look for a target that is soft, far away from the public to commit their atrocities. But we are glad that the security forces rose up to the occasion and brought the standoff under control. So that is the important thing. But definitely criminals look for where they can do something and get away with it.
It's quite disturbing that the Inspector General of Police had to deploy his own team from Abuja to engage this rescue mission, this rescue operation. Does that in any way indicate that the Lagos police does not have what it takes to take on this challenge?
Well, the IG's jurisdiction is an entire country. So when you say IG had deployed a team, of course, even if the team in Lagos State SARS did the work, the team goes to the center. But of course, that is the issue of collaboration. You understand me? I would have sent my team from here, but IG moved team from there to ensure success of the operation. The important thing is to ensure success, whether it's the IG team that did it, or the command team that did it, or the zonal team. But the entire thing goes to the IG, who has the sole responsibility of preventing crime anywhere in Nigeria. And of course, you will agree with me. Even the last time robbers came to First Tag to come and attack, it was the IG team collaborating with the SARS from the police command. They were able to crack and get them arrested somewhere in Delta. So it's not a letdown for the Lagos State Police Commander, the IG, who is overall head of the force, coming to assist in ensuring that the perpetrators are arrested.
Some people have expressed doubt over the true identity of the kidnappers for the Babington Macaulay kidnappers, suspected kidnappers. Some have said the suspected kidnappers merely acted a script.
Well, that is entirely not true. You see, if you are taking off, the school was actually vulnerable, so it makes it easier for those people to victimize them. Like the walls were very, very low. These children were going for their prep, preparing for exam the coming Saturday. So it was easier for the kidnappers to jump the fence, fire some rounds and carry them, jump across and get them into the bush. So we enjoin school preparators to make sure the walls are high, not only high, but you put some barbed wire to make it difficult. Because once you make things difficult for intruders to enter, then issue of response will be easier. But if it is quiet, that's why people put burglary proof in their houses. Not that it can stop entirely people from entering. But before they caught them, you call the police. Before you caught the burglary proofs or you scale the fence, you call the police. Police will be there. But if you make it free, everybody can come and victimize you. You have done what you call, you provided what you call the criminal opportunity. If the criminal opportunity, then you have done contributory negligence. Then the person, some people may not even be necessarily criminals, but if you give an opportunity to victimize you, they would.
Now let's look at civil defense. Now, what steps should a civilian, what steps should first be taken when a civilian is being faced with an outbreak of criminal activities?
Well, if you had suspicious movement, because armed robbery doesn't just happen, there must be some stages. Because either they are cutting the door if it's a residential robbery, or you see some people following you. You are inside your car, somebody follows you, you turn right, he turns right, you turn left, he turns left. You know that person is a person of questionable character. You move to the nearest police station or nearest roadblock and park there. The person will pass, the police will accost him and search the vehicle. Then if it is in your residence, you see somebody, you heard some odd noise, or even a mango is falling from your tray, you are not sure, call the emergency numbers of the police headquarters. They work 24 hours, or your DPO. He's bound to send police to come out to your rescue. And of course, if you are traveling, you don't advertise it to people that I'm going to or for a marriage or for a function. The person with you, your driver, may give you away so that people will come and steal your property when you're not there. Or you have a wedding somewhere in Benin and you leave here late. When you reach Ore, you find out it's late. Why not park and pass a very nice hotel and sleep there in the morning? You continue. Why must you risk your life and travel at night? So these are some of the tips that members of the police must help us to do. And people might come and say that they are police officers. What is their identity? Call the control room. Did you send any police to my house? And they may not be in uniform. So if the control room say they agree with the DPO, then you can open your door. Because people can masquerade as police officers, or people coming to read your meter, or people coming to provide some services. You must, as a matter of fact, clear their identity before you allow them to enter. And of course, children, you should make children to be security conscious too. Make the children have your number, so that in case they are trouble, they will call you as parents. And of course, they should be able to call the DPO or any emergency number so that assistance could be given to them.
You may also join in this conversation by sending us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Coming up on Question Time, how prepared is the Lagos State Police Command for high-level security operations? Find out from AIG Hassan Bala.